We gonna bunch this up, man. We gonna have to bunch these last two up. We got 15 minutes, man. Diggs to the Texans, and will a running back be drafted before the third round? What you thinking, man? Sum that up,
This
both
was
of them.
this was unprecedented. Stephon Diggs getting traded from the Buffalo Bills. That's unprecedented. And then you go to the Houston Texans. So it's a few things I want to hit on here. How does Stephon Diggs fit into this culture? Right, a culture
Mhm.
of this is a young team that you have D'Amico Ryans that I'm sure is trying to build them similar to the mold of the 49ers. The 49ers do not have a quote unquote diva receiver. The 49, I'm not the 49ers, the Texans do not have a, well, neither do the 49ers. The Texans did not have a diva receiver, right? They when they got Tank Dell, they had the other guy that they had, the other receiver that they had, his name escapes me right now. So that's what they did. They had C.J. Stroud. So in my opinion, that's the last thing that a C.J. Stroud needs right here going into his sophomore year is bringing in now again Stephon Diggs, immense talent. I've loved Stephon Diggs since he went to the University of Maryland. But right now, a quarterback like C.J. Stroud, you do not need a wide receiver like Stephon Diggs in your life right now. To me, it's similar to when you have a veteran basketball player that plays at a high level and then you put him on a team with a rookie coach or something like that or a young team and he may be somewhat disgruntled, it may lead to some bad habits, right?
Thank you.
Um, and Shannon and Chad were talking about this. Like, how bad is it that how bad is Stephon Diggs that a team is willing to take on the largest non-quarterback cap history in NFL history, the largest cap hit in NFL history, non-quarterback? How much of a problem are you?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think the world of Stephon Diggs, but we gotta be real. Stephon Diggs, your greatest claim to fame is the walk-off touchdown against the New Orleans Saints where the man simply jumped too early. If he would have played the ball correctly, you wouldn't have had that play. So we fast forward to this last year. Josh Allen puts the team. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Brady dials it up. Josh Allen, you get the coverage that you need. You're behind the defender. Y'all are right there to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. The ball is dropped in the bread basket and you drop the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So you are more trouble right now than you're worth.
Mm-hmm.
And when the biggest moments are there, you squandered it. And he had multiple drops that game, but that just
He
happened to be
did.
the biggest one of them all. So I don't like this move for the Texans. I understand that you may want a veteran presence, but unless Stephon Diggs is going to change, which he was this guy with Minnesota, he's this guy with Buffalo. Like if you're upset with 170 plus targets, what the hell are you going to look like when they spreading the ball down in Houston? Come on.
Facts. Hey, I agree, man. I agree. I agree. I agree. Wholeheartedly with that. I think that Buffalo wins because they got rid of somebody who was disrupting the locker room, and it's a team sport, heavily relying on that. CJ Stroud having somebody down there like that, I don't think that is good for his career. Him being in his second season coming back, had a fantastic rookie season down there, spreading the ball around. I know it seemed like he was just relying on Nico Collins and Tank Dell to get a lot done, but he was spreading the ball around. Everybody was touching it. Somebody like Stephon Diggs down there. But look, he's only there for 1 year. I get that. And maybe, hopefully, this 1 year is all they need to take a step forward in the playoffs. If not, then just cut ties with Stephon Diggs. I think they should immediately. I agree with you. Keep him for the year. But I question that. I really question that. Them grabbing him. Them grabbing him is not good. Them grabbing him is not good in any way, shape, or form, man. I just don't. I don't like the whole situation of him going down there. Um, I like him too, bro. But yeah, I agree. I think you hit that nail on the head. I really can't even really say nothing after that. I don't really want to mess up that beautiful take of yours when you gave that because I agree with everything. That's exactly how I feel. All right. Now running backs. Jumping on to the running backs. Do I think any running backs will be drafted for a third round? Now, what they better be. Um, they better be. There better be a running back coming off the board. Now, do I think so? Yes, I do. I do think that there's one running back who will be drafted. Who the name? I don't know. I don't know the name. I can't give y'all the name of the running
No,
back.
you got to put a name on it.
I gotta put a name on it. The first running back that's
Yeah,
gonna come off the board, bro. There's so
put a
many
name.
levels, though, bro. Like and like really like, and I can fight back, and I can say this, like, depending on the team scheme, who do you grab first off the board? To me, I think y'all might not agree with me out there, but I think Cody Strader from Missouri was one of the best running backs in the NCAA last year. Period. I'm big on Trey. I like Trey Benson from Florida State. I think he put in work. But Cody Strader, he did it all down there in Missouri. He caught out the backfield. He ran hard. He ran very hard behind the tackle. I know people talking about Marshawn Lloyds and your Jonathan Brooks and your Jalen Wright from Tennessee and all them other type of big names. That's who everybody talking about. But really, when it comes down to it, it's who do they want to pick? Who do I think is going to get picked first? It's probably gonna be a guy with size. So because they like size in the NFL. Blake Corum's bad. He's short though. He's a bad ass runner, but he's short. So first pick, I gotta say, if you gotta say somebody off the board where everybody's big boards and the first best running back coming off the board when they come off is going to be Jonathan Brooks because of the hype he has in the mainstream media and the names that they're pushing out there. But to me, I think Cody Strader's one of the best all rounds out there, and Trey Benson. I think both of them. You know what I'm saying? And it, like I said, it depends on the schemes of the teams. Like, what does a team need? Do they need a runner like Cody Strader? That's good in between all tackles. And I could scoot a little bit more underside. Do they need somebody like a Jonathan Brooks, bigger bruiser type of guy? Do they need a bigger bruiser type of back that also can catch out of the backfield too, like a Trey Benson for Florida State? Like, that depends on that too. I don't think they're just going to draft a running back because I think all the running backs is like right there for. I don't think one of the running back in college football stands out the most. And I mean, if we want to go statistically, Cody Strader got that, man. He balled, man. He balled. And he wasn't behind the best offensive line in college football. Blake Corum was, and he still had more yards than him. So what we talking about? What you talk? What's up, man? What's up? I see you shaking your head. No, but I mean that's just the truth.
No. I agree with your point about Cody Strader. Like he had a monster year. You know, it was kind of overshadowed behind what Luther Burden was doing because Luther Burden turned out to be one of the best receivers, not just in the SEC, but in all of college football. But no, there will not be a running back drafted before the third round. It's not gonna happen because this is what this running back class is dealing with, right? You don't have a name, right? You do not have a name. You're also coming off the heels of that.
Oh man, what happened? I don't know what happened to. Okay. You got a call or something? You back on?
Shit.
You good, bro? But I don't know what happened. We can hear you, Shad. Shad, we can hear you. We can see you. You good? You good to go? I think, and Katie, I see you. I know Nick Chubb is 5'10", but it's not. It's all up to what they want to though. Like, but I think there's a lot of running backs. I mean, Nick Chubb, 5'10" is. Do you think that's short? 5'10" ain't short. I'm only 5'6", so I mean 5'10" is not short to me. But I mean, when we get into talk about short, I'm talking about 5'8", 5'9". Blake Corum ain't that, but like I said, I like Cody Strader. That's my guy. Cody Strader, I think he's probably the best back out there. I mean, he ran behind, and he wasn't, like I said, and it wasn't the best O-line in college football. He put in that work, but I appreciate y'all for checking in, man. Hopefully we can finish up this conversation. Hold on, honey. He back. Hold on. He back. You back, bro? You in there? You in
here? Yeah. I forgot.
So what? You was cooking.
I forgot to put.
But we only got 4 minutes, and then we got to go to the round table.
No, I kicked it out at 7:30, 8:30 your time, 8:30 your time. So we got a little time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but I agree with you. But you had a good running back class last year in terms of the guys that came out last year. You don't have a name this year. To me, you think about the career that Blake Corum had
Mm-hmm.
at Michigan. 15, 20 years ago, Blake Corum is right at the top of the second round. Maybe somebody may want to have him in the first round, right? You look at a Trey Benson, man ran a 4.39 official. He and Jalen Wright. Those would be guys 15, 20 years ago. Those guys would be locks for first round. But you made a very interesting point about team need. And I just think that due to the fact of how deep the wide receiver class is, and how this defensive class is shaking out, because people are, the mock drafts are switching up, so much nowadays. I really think that the second round, I don't see a team doing it, because a lot of teams that needed running backs, they went out and got running backs via free agency. And when you look at the upcoming class next year, headlined by, in my opinion, a Ollie Gordon III, Devin Neal, a Donovan Edwards, a Quayshawn Judkins, a Travion Henderson, just those names alone warrant. We'll wait a year.
So let me ask you this question: do the Giants need a receiver more than they do a running back at the point right now?
Do the Giants need a receiver over a running back?
Yeah.
No, but I don't think they are going to be gung ho to get a running back in the second round, because
Okay.
I mean, realistically, I agree with you. Well, no, we differ, because in my opinion, I thought Jonathan Brooks would have had the best opportunity being the first back off the board, but I think the ACL injury is going to set him back.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, you brought up Cody Schrader, and the great thing about Cody Schrader played through some injuries last year, and his production did not take a drop off at all. But I think maybe if Cody Schrader was more so the prototypical size, then yeah, Cody Schrader probably would have a case for being a second round running back. But I just think when you got question marks with all these backs, Trey Benson, who to his credit has done a marvelous job the past 2 years. I hate to say that because he's a Florida State running back, but I got to keep it real. He's
Mm-hmm.
done a fantastic job 2 years removed from a horrible ACL, injury. And the young man ran a 4.39 official, so he's boogieing. Jalen Wright with a 4.38. So you have guys that can run, but I think the question mark for both of those guys is catching the ball out of the backfield, right? And so that's what running backs need to do right now. But like I said, if Jonathan Brooks hadn't gone down with his ACL, I think Jonathan Brooks probably would be the first back off the board. But with that ACL injury, I think this is going to move him back. And I just don't see any. I just don't see Trey Benson or Jalen Wright overtaking him. And again, like I said, you don't want to count your eggs before they hatch. But I just think that some of these teams are going to look at it and say next year will be the year that, we go take a running back, because you got four guys, barring injury, that performed. And I just named four guys, but they're more. It's a lot more quality and quantity in next year's running back class than it is this year. So I don't see a running back being taken before the second round. I mean, before the
Before the
third.
third. Before the third round. Good take. Great take. It may and it may not happen. It may not, man. And it may not happen. And look, but I think they will. I think somebody will be taken right at in the third round. If that counts. But it has to be before, right? Before, not during the third round.
It got to be a second round running back.
Second round running back.
I see what you're trying to do.
I see somebody gonna take one out of all 32 teams. Yes, somebody gonna take a running back. Somebody's gonna take a running back in the second round.
Hey, it's a good topic, but I don't see, again, if this was 15, 20 years ago, it may be two first round running backs sitting right here. But I just, again, because to me, I'm looking at it from what the running backs that they've taken in the first round.
You know why? And another reason, one of my arguments, I think that another reason why I believe that a running back be taken before the third round is because, especially how Harbaugh over on the Chargers feels about the running game. That's why a running back will be taken. He values running backs more than a lot of other coaches in the NFL.
Do the Chargers have a second round pick?
I mean, before the third round, I think he'll grab one. I mean, he may go offensive line first. But before the third round, a running back will be drafted. And I couldn't give you a name, so I gave you 3 names.
You gave me a name.
Okay. Cody Schrader, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you gave me a name. And listen, that's a
I
hell of
like
a name.
Dylan Johnson too from Washington. Dylan Johnson could do it all too. We seen him catch out of the backfield, long
Yeah,
passes. We seen him get busy.
yeah.
We
But you
seen him
know
get
what?
busy, big
But,
guy.
but, but you know what? I'm gonna say this too. When you look at the evolution of NFL, when you look at
Mhm.
how the way some of these tight ends are being used,
Yeah.
you, it's kind of like tight ends have kind of kicked running backs a little bit further down the road as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind
Yeah.
of like because Brock Bowers is the only tight end currently that's looked to go in the first round. So you got
Man,
out in the second round.
who do he go to, man? Who do
He's,
Brock Bowers go to, man?
he's dropped
The
down.
Chargers.
I don't know. He's dropped down some draft boards.
The
And some mock.
Chargers, man. I mean, we did a mock, man. We might have to do another mock
We
draft.
might
What
do
you
another
feel
one.
about doing another mock draft, man?
Yeah, we can do one. Yeah.
You feel all right? I'm about to say because we might have to do another mock draft, man. Because I think he still go out in the first round, man. Brock Bowers is really. I mean, I even heard some people say that he's really a generational talent at tight end, bro. Like he's about to be him, bro. That's what I've heard. People, I mean, I've heard some, professionals, out there on certain shows, like Joe Clack, damn, what's our man's name, man? Merrill Hodge. I heard him talk highly of Brock Bowers. I have heard no draft analysis or mock draft people talk bad about Brock Bowers. I mean, they saying that they don't want to reach for Brock Bowers, but really though, he's a damn diamond in the rough out there in the draft, and whichever team gets him at tight end is going to be they're going to have a franchise tight end. We do know that, and we agree on that. But I think he fit with the Chargers, man. The Giants may be even looking at him too. I don't know. The Giants needed a lot. They need weapons, man. They just need weapons. They need whoever and whatever. The Giants need weapons, a lot of them. The New York Giants need weapons. They need weapons. So who do they grab? I don't know where they go, but I think they probably would go tight end because it's hard getting a tight end. But I can't wait, man, because it's gonna be fun to do that, man. It's definitely gonna be a lot of fun, man. Definitely. So we got to get everything. We got to get it, huh?
Yeah, because we ain't got much time. Because the draft is the end of the month. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so what? So what you talking? So what you talking? Next week we're gonna have to do a mock.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. All right, we'll talk about the mock draft, but we're gonna have to do one soon. It'll be fun. You know what I'm saying? I think I don't know, man. It's a hard pick, but yes. So 50 push-ups, bro. 50 push-ups, and we got to record them, and we got to put them on live stream. 50 push-ups. 50 push-ups. Now, I don't care if you got to do them 25, 25. I don't care if you got to do them 15, 10, but however you need to break them up.
I don't like the way that you already claiming victory by saying, I don't care how you got to do them. I don't like the way you just claiming victory right now. But it's cool, though. It's cool. I like the confidence.
I do. All right, look. All right. So, I'm a man of my word. If he wins and I got to do 50 push-ups, so we betting 50 push-ups on if a running backs get drafted before the third round. I think it's gonna happen. I say yes. He says no. So
no.
All right. So if it's come to that, y'all see me busting them out like that. So thank y'all, man, for kicking it with us today, man, on the show, man. Y'all have y'all a blessed evening, man. Hey, yo, we not done. We about to go over to Shad's channel and we about to go run the round table where everybody come in and we really unwind and we talk that ish on today's sports. So make sure you get your butt on over there. That is Shad 1419. Go ahead and dial it up one time for your mind. Don't waste no time. It's like a fine wine because it just gets better with time. You heard me? Jersey. And I ain't done with it, church, because I'm going to keep on preaching and I'm going to keep on teaching and you can keep on reaching, but you ain't going to never touch me. You dig? Yeah. All right, now let's go. Let's do it. All right, man. Oh, We're going over to the round table.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.